actually first started to gain weight probably after having heart surgery at the age of 18. I could not do the sports, and I wasn't quite as active, of course. And then I went away to college. And of course, the freshman 10 turned into 15, turned into 20, and then it just kept on going and going. I realized that I was getting out of control probably in my early 30s. Since I was going from being maybe like a 1X to a 2X, I've got to do something about this. I'm not going to be here much longer. I was between a 3X and a 4X. The heart surgery was my excuse. Oh, well, I had heart problems when I was younger, and kind of always went to that place. I'm lucky to be here today, and I'm not going to worry about the weight issue. I think I did make some attempts to try to rationalize it in my own head. Like, I'm getting older, it's going to be harder to lose the weight now, and I'm not in my 20s anymore. I don't have all the team sports that I used to do. One morning, I woke up, and getting out of bed, pulled a muscle in my leg, and actually had to go to the doctor for it. That's not a normal thing. I went to the dentist, and the dentist said, my blood pressure was going really sky high. And they couldn't clean my teeth because my blood pressure was too high, and that had to do with the weight. It was so embarrassing to have to walk out of there and be like, okay, I've got to do something at this point. I tried to lose weight plenty of times before. I mean, I went on crash diets sometimes. I'd go on specialty food diets, and I'd end up just feeling hungry and angrier than I was before because I'd lose, like I said, 10 pounds or 20 pounds, and then I'd all of a sudden go back to eating the same things I was before. In my mind, it was never a lifestyle change. So there were some girls at my work with me that we all decided we were going to do a Get Healthy challenge. One of the things we would do every week is we'd all get together and talk about the different healthy products we would find. Plus, then we would talk about, okay, I found this exercise class, this is working for me. Once we started it off, and that first 10 pound came off, and then the 20 pounds, and I started looking and shopping in different places. I mean, it was fabulous. My employer, Blue Cross and Blue Shield, not only do they want everybody to get healthy, but they'll help you. They'll give you the resources to do it. And there's not a lot of employers out there that will do that for you. I was never a calorie counter, and I knew that I wouldn't be able to do that forever. So it's making better choices, more vegetables, more fruits. Went to drinking water instead of soda and cutting some of the carbs out. It's things that everybody knows how to do, but no, everybody doesn't utilize it. In the last 2 years, I've lost almost 130 pounds. It's like a person. The whole person is gone. Now when I walk in a room, if somebody's looking at me, I'm thinking they're not looking at me because I'm too big. A lot more confidence in myself and the way that I present myself. People that have come up to me that I don't know and will say, wow, we can't believe how far you've come. Everybody thinks it's such a difficult thing to do. And while it's hard, it's not as hard as you think it is. You just have to start with the small changes, and it'll happen. You've got to want it. That's the one thing. You've got to want it. You've got to make sure that this is a life change. You've got to make sure that you're in it for the rest of your life, that you're not going to want to go back. I'm Lisa, and I made the changes that changed my life. If I can do it, you can do it too.